Hello students, today we will see network software, protocol hierarchies and some design issues. Then first is network software. In computer networks, not only the hardware but software is also very important for communications between devices, hardware and software. Both are required. Network software is not highly structured. Networking software is the most basic sense in software that facilitates, enhance or interact with a computer network. The one type of networking software allows computer to communicate with one another, while another type of networking software provides users access to shared program. Networking software is a key component of today's computer network, including the internet. The network software is generally fresh for software and that is designed to help to set up, manage and monitor computer networks. Networking software applications are available to manage, monitor networks of all sizes, from the smallest home network to the largest enterprise networks. Then protocol hierarchy. In computer network, many devices are connected to each other. Every computer is working as a source or a destination or intermediate machine. Hence, entire network is complex. It is possible that a computer is simultaneously performing all these jobs as a source, destination and intermediate machine. Certain predefined jobs a computer has to perform. The entire structures of computer network is complex. To reduce the design complexity, networks are organized as a stack of layers or levels, each one built upon one below it. The number of layers, the name of each layers and the content of each layers and function of each layers differ from network to network. Each layers offer certain predefined services to higher levels and taking services from lower levels. Each layer offers certain predefined services to the higher layers and taking services from lower layers. A 5-layer network as shown in these figures. Figures contains, these are the layers: layer 5, layer 4, layer 3, layer 2 and layer 1. These are the physical medium. Layers architectures where layer n at the source logically but not necessarily physically communicate with layer n at the destination and layer n of an intermediate nodes. The entire n titles comprising the corresponding layers on different machines is called as a peers. Between each pair of adjacent layer is an interface. An interface defines which primitive operations and services the lower level gives to upper, and the set of layers and protocol is called as a network architectures. The peers may process hardware devices or even human beings. It is a peer that communicate by using protocols. In reality, no data are directly transferred from layer n on the machines to the layer n on another machine. Each layer passes data and control information to the layers immediately below and until the lowest layer is reached. Below layer 1 is the physical medium through which actual communications occur. In this figure, virtual communication is shown by these lines. And physical communications shown in physical medium. Between each pair of adjacent layer is an interface. The interface defines which primitive operation and services on the lower layer gives to the upper layer. A set of layers and protocol. This is a network architecture. Then how data flow between the machines. See, this is the, suppose one M for message and it is layer 5 protocol. Then Layer 4 protocol, it contains one of the header. To understand the idea of multi-layer communication, consider here M is message and it is produced by applications process running in layer 5 and given to the layer 4 for transmission. Layer 4 add a header part, that is control information. That means header contain control information in front of the message and passes the message to the layer 3, and the control information may include sequence numbers, source address, destination address, total number of bytes, etc. We assume the layer 3 is not able to handle large data, so layer 3 break up the incoming message into smaller units or packets. Adding layer 3 header to it gives the to layer 2. In our example, M split into two parts, M1 and M2. Then layer 2 adds not only a header but also a trailer, which is also controller informations and to it and passes to the layer number 1 for physical transmission. At the receiving machine, the message is received by layer and then moves upward from layer to layer. Every layer removes header part attached by corresponding layer from sender machine, and none of the header for layers between N are passed up to the layer N. Then design issues for layers. There are 8 design issues for layers. First is addressing, data transfer methods, error control, flow control, disassembling and reassembling of messages, multiplexing and demultiplexing, routing and order of message. Network consists of series of levels is called as a layers, and the various keys design issues are present in several layers in computer network. Then these are the design issues. First is addressing. Every layers need a mechanism for identifying sender and receiver in computer network from many computers, some of which have multiple processes. Some sort mechanism is needed for process on one machine to specify with whom it want to talk. As a consequence of having multiple destination, some form of addressing is needed in order to specify a specific destinations. These are the addressing. Then second is data transfer method. Data transfer means sending data from one computer to another. In computer network, data transfer can be 3 modes: simplex, half duplex and full duplex. Third is error control. Error control is an important issue because physical communication channels are not perfect. Many error detecting and error correcting codes are known, but both end of connections must agree on which one is being used. Fourth is flow control. If sender is fast compared to receiver, issue occur at every layer. Is how to keep a fast sender from spamming a slow receiver with data. One solution is both entities agree upon data rate to control the flow. And other solution involve some kind of feedback from receiver to the sender about receiver's current situations. Then fifth is disassembling and reassembling of messages. Another problem that must be solved at several levels is the inability of all processes to accept arbitrarily long messages. One solution is divided long message into multiple small messages. Then it transmit them and combine them at the receiving end. 6 is multiplexing and demultiplexing. When it is inconvenient or expensive to set up a separate connection for each pair of communicating process, the underlying layers may decide to use the same connection for multiple unrelated conversations. This is known as a multiplexing, and multiplexing is needed in the physical layer. Then routing. When there are multiple paths between source and destinations are available, a route must be chosen depending upon certain criteria. Criteria may be current traffic or situation of subnet. Criteria is also called as a routing protocols, and this process is called as a routing. Then order of messages. Not all communication channel preserve the order of message sent on them. To deal with possible loss of sequencing, the protocol must make explicit provision for the receiver to allow the piece to reassemble properly.